NIA investigating sabotage angle in the Kalindi Express train derailment in Kanpur. Investigative agencies focusing on terror angle after sweet box with explosives and petrol-filled bottle is found at the accident site. Explosive details outpost the investigation into the Rameshwaram Cafe blast in Bengaluru. The accused terrorists planned to bomb the BJP state headquarters on the day of the Ayodhya Pran Pratishta. BJP slams Rahul Gandhi over his anti-India rant, pro-China line and unemployment remarks on foreign soil. As probe into RG car rape and murder gathers pace, Mamata Banerjee crying foul again, calling it a conspiracy to frame her. Thank you for joining us on Across the Republic. Ladies and gentlemen, kickstarting this edition of 6 p.m. with some breaking news that's coming in from Bengaluru. A few months back, you had a bomber walk into a cafe in Bengaluru called the Rameshwaram Cafe. He walked in, placed an IED and walked out. There's a charge sheet now filed into the Rameshwaram Cafe blast, and it appears the police say that the funds used by the four terrorists to perpetrate various acts of violence in Bengaluru, it was not just one blast that they had in mind. There were more blasts planned. This included a failed IED attack at the state BJP office in Malleshwaram, Bengaluru. And that too on the day of the Pran Pratishta, in Ayodhya, on the 22nd of January, these bombers wanted to bomb the BJP state headquarters, but that failed. And only after it failed, they planned the Rameshwaram Cafe blast. My colleague Sri Lakshmi joining us with those details. Sri Lakshmi, take us through the accused, the module, and what happened. I mean, we hear or we see from the limited information given to us by the NIA that it was a failed IED blast. What more do we know?
Yes. Niranjan, in a charge sheet of 3,000 pages that is filed by NIA today, it's been mentioned that a plan to conduct blast at state BJP office currently where we are standing here, it was planned by these accused on the day of Ram Mandir Pran Pratishta. For BJP, here I spoke to few leaders and office bearers. They were saying that 22nd January Ram Mandir Pran Pratishta day for them was a huge celebrating day, and almost all the BJP leaders were there present here celebrating Ram Mandir Pran Pratishta, including B.S. Yediyurappa and many more senior leaders. They were all present over here. If such a blast could have happened, then it would have been a huge incident. So fortunately, these accused failed in conducting that blast. Later on, they planned to conduct a blast in Rameshwaram Cafe. When I spoke to the senior ex-police officer, S.K. Umesh, he was saying that this module was active in Bangalore since 2017 and 18. And NIA charge sheet also mentions the same thing. And they were directly connected to ISIS handlers overseas. And the handler, codenamed as Colonel, used to fund them through this cryptocurrency model. And they had planned to conduct many more such blasts since they were radicalized by these ISIS people sitting over there in Syria. It is also said that they were accompanied by many more this kind of jihadi youth. Back in 2017, Karnataka police were successful in tracking them and arresting them. I mean, going to Calcutta, back then only, they were successful in arresting few of them. But at that point of time, this Abdul Mateen Taha and Muzawar Hussain were not arrested because they had escaped from Karnataka police. Later on, they continued to be with ISIS and started planning to conduct these destructive activities here in South India, specifically in Karnataka, more specifically in Bengaluru. They are highly radicalized by Islamic State jihadists, and they were intended to radicalize many more youth here in Bangalore and Karnataka as well. Since they are also from Malnad region of Karnataka, their intention was to radicalize huge number of youth and use them for such kind of destructive activities. Niranjan.
Thank you for joining us with those inputs. The Rameshwaram Cafe blast bombers wanted to bomb the BJP headquarters on the day the Ayodhya Pran Pratishtha was to take place. It was a failed IED attack, according to the NIA in its latest charge sheet. Moving on to the other big story we're tracking. Thank you, Sri Lakshmi. And the big political fight all of today has been around Rahul Gandhi's speech in America. Rahul Gandhi is in America, ladies and gentlemen, and every time Rahul Gandhi goes out of India, he speaks at events outside of India. His speeches come under scanner not because of what he says on issues in India, but most often he tends to run down India while targeting the BJP or the ruling government. And today, he's made another comment speaking about unemployment, comparing unemployment in India and the US while comparing it to what's happening in China. And while sitting in the US, he says there is no unemployment in China. And his comments are being questioned by the BJP. Here's how that fight is unfolding today.
Congress MP Rahul Gandhi continues to echo the same worn-out rhetoric. Yet again, on foreign soil, the leader of opposition resorted to talking ill of Hinduism.
So Devta in India actually means a person whose internal feelings are exactly the same as his external expression. Meaning he is a completely transparent being. Right? It does not mean God. So if this person tells me every single thing that he believes or he thinks and he tells it to me, that's the definition of Devta.
BJP, not letting it slide, has clapped back.
राहुल गांधी भारत की परिभाषा देंगे, भारत की संस्कृति की परिभाषा देंगे, भारत के देवी देवताओं की परिभाषा देंगे, जिनको खुद नहीं मालूम कि भारत में देवी देवताओं का क्या महत्व है, जो अपने दादाजी के मजार पर नहीं जाता हो, कहने में शर्म महसूस करता हो, वो देशभक्त क्या होगा।
राहुल गांधी जी क्या किसी और धर्म के पैगंबर इष्ट भगवान के बारे में ये कह सकते हैं आप? कभी नहीं कहेंगे। परंतु ये केवल और केवल हिंदुओं को दो गाली ताकि मिले वोट बैंक की ताली, और इसीलिए कभी कहते प्रभु श्री राम का अस्तित्व ही नहीं। प्रभु श्री राम को भी ये भगवान नहीं मानते। अब देवता भी भगवान नहीं होता ये कह रहे हैं। ये वही राहुल गांधी है जो कहते हैं हिंदू हिंसक होता है। कांग्रेस पार्टी के नेता कहते हैं कि सनातन धर्म जो है वो बीमारी की तरह है। तो एक लंबी फहरिस्त है राहुल गांधी और कांग्रेस पार्टी की हिंदू धर्म को, हिंदू आस्था को और हिंदू देवी देवताओं को अपमानित करने का।
Rahul even made stunning comments on the BJP RSS stand on women participation.
The BJP and the RSS believe that women should be restricted to a particular role. They should stay at home, they should cook the food, they should not talk too much, right? And we believe that women should be allowed to aspire to whatever they want to do.
Congress back home continues to maintain that Gandhi is on the right track.
BJP's ideology is what Rahul ji has said. They are not pro women. They are basically against women. They want women should not come out their houses. They want women should be kept inside the house. What he is saying, as far as these rapists are concerned, it is the question of our prestige of our country. That is the reason it is not proper to raise these questions outside the country.
Rahul did not stop there. He also spoke on unemployment in India and drew a comparison with China.
The West has an employment problem. India has an employment problem. But there are many countries in the world that don't really have an employment problem. China certainly doesn't have an employment problem. Vietnam doesn't have an employment problem. So there are places on the planet that are not struggling with unemployment.
Gandhi's comments have drawn sharp comebacks.
अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट के भारत के आंकड़े आज तक के सबसे कम हैं। लगातार अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट कम हुई है और ये विभिन्न एजेंसियों के आंकड़े बताते हैं कि इससे फर्क पड़ा है और लगातार रोजगार स्वरोजगार के अवसर मिल रहे हैं। वो जाति धर्म के नाम पर कांग्रेस देश को बांटती आई थी, वो आज भी जाति धर्म के नाम पर ही देश को बांटना चाहते हैं।
Tearing into Gandhi's comments, this is what BJP leader Mukhtar Abbas had to say.
जय का फाल मास्टर अफनन। दिक्कत ये है इनकी कि ये सब दुनिया के सबसे बड़े ज्ञानी अपने आप को साबित करने के चक्कर में सबसे बड़े अज्ञानी साबित हो रहे हैं और एक के बाद एक जिस तरह से आप भारत को जो है वो भारत के बारे में भ्रम पैदा कर रहे हैं, भारत को जो है वो कमज़ोर दिखाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और कह रहे हैं कि जी भारत जो है उसमें लोकतंत्र नहीं है। अरे लोकतंत्र नहीं है तभी आप जो है वो 99 सीटें ले करके लीडर ऑफ द अपोजिशन और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल पोस्ट पे बैठे हुए हो।
This is not the first time Gandhi has made such comments. Be it in London, UK, Germany, Malaysia, Singapore, Bahrain, or the US. Things have gone too far on several occasions. And all of it on the foreign soils. And yet, Rahul Gandhi remains completely unfazed. With both sides of political spectrum firmly at odds, the firestorm over his comments is only brewing.
A month after the Sabarmati Express derailment, an attempt was made to derail the Kalindi Express in Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh by placing an LPG cylinder on the tracks. While the tragedy was averted, the BJP has alleged that there is a toolkit behind the sabotage. They're making a political link. And of late, there has been an attempt to increasingly question the railways, and even the railways has raised alarm over attempts to derail trains by placing objects on tracks. It appears that there is a toolkit to target trains and train tracks. Take a look.
It's only been a month since the Sabarmati Express derailment. And yet again, there has been a sabotage attempt. An attempt was made to derail the Prayagraj-bound Kalindi Express by placing an LPG cylinder on the tracks.
कानपुर में ट्रेन को डिरेल करने की जो साजिश रची गई थी उस पे दरअसल इसी सिलेंडर का इस्तेमाल किया गया था जिसको पटरी में रखा गया था। फिलहाल पुलिस इसको साक्ष्य के रूप में लेकर के थाने आ चुकी है। थाने में ही ये रखा हुआ है। इस पे देखिए एक तरह से एक बैज भी लगाया पुलिस ने और पूरी तरफ से इसको जो सेलो टेप है उससे इसको पूरा राउंड टेप किया हुआ है। साफ तौर पर ये तस्वीरें शिवराजपुर जो पुलिस स्टेशन है वहाँ से आपको दिखा रहे हैं। इसी सिलेंडर का इस्तेमाल कल किया गया था कालिंदी एक्सप्रेस जो ट्रेन है उसको डिरेल करने के लिए।
Concerns over sabotage attempt continue to grow.
ये मुझे लग रहा है कि ये कोई संयोग नहीं है बल्कि एक साजिशी प्रयोग दिखाई पड़ता है और मैं इसलिए कह रहा हूँ कि संयोग नहीं है, साजिशी प्रयोग है कि इस साजिशी प्रयोग के सूत्रधार कहाँ हैं, उसके तार कहाँ से जुड़े हैं और इस साजिश के आका कहाँ पर हैं उनके तह तक जाने की ज़रूरत है क्योंकि ये देश की सुरक्षा से जुड़ा हुआ है, देश के लोगों की सुरक्षा से जुड़ा हुआ है।
Union Minister Giriraj Singh has claimed Congress toolkit behind the sabotage.
साजिश है। अब मैं फिर आरोप लगा रहा हूं, कांग्रेस की जुबान अगर इस पर बंद है, फारूक अब्दुल्ला पर जुबान बंद है, इसका मतलब कांग्रेस पार्टी राहुल गांधी ने कांग्रेस ने एक टूल किट बनाया है भारत के ट्रेन। वो ट्रेन तो गोधरा बन जाता, आग लगती, सैकड़ों लोग मारे जाते। ये कांग्रेस चुप है, क्या कांग्रेस का ही टूल किट तो नहीं है?
The back-to-back train derailment has raised concerns. While a major accident was thwarted this time, UP has witnessed derailments that has claimed lives. From Dibrugarh Express to Memo to Sabarmati and now Kalindi. The derailments point at a larger conspiracy. The NIA is now set to probe the incident. The bigger question, is there a terror hand in the train incidents?
The Indian Army has foiled an infiltration attempt along the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir's Nowshera last evening. 2 heavily armed terrorists were killed during the anti-infiltration operations. Weapons including AK-47s recovered from these terrorists.
A big win for security forces. 2 heavily armed terrorists were neutralized in an anti-infiltration operation in J&K's Nowshera. A large number of arms and ammunition, including 2 AK-47s, were also recovered. The Indian Army received inputs from intelligence agencies regarding presence of terrorists in the area. Operation Kanchi was conducted in the intervening night of 8th to 9th September. Army troops illuminated the area and kept it under strict surveillance throughout the night after the encounter. This is for the second time that Army has neutralized terrorists in an anti-infiltration operation in less than 15 days. Earlier, on August 29th, 3 terrorists attempted to infiltrate across the line of control in North Kashmir's Kupwara were eliminated. Besides Machal and Tangdhar, terrorists have perpetually targeted LOC in Nowshera to infiltrate in India. While Machal and Tangdhar lie in North Kashmir, Nowshera is in Jammu district, which raises concerns on the increase in terror activities in the Jammu region. Pak-based terrorists are using hilltop terrains and forest areas in Jammu to attack security forces. In the month of July itself, Jammu region witnessed multiple terror attacks in Kathua and Dora district. Jammu and Kashmir is heading towards assembly elections for the first time after abrogation of Article 370. Amidst poll preparations, Indian Army continues to keep a hawk eye on the line of control.
Security forces have foiled a major terror threat as they neutralized a group of Pakistani terrorists that was trying to sneak into the Indian territory in the Nowshera sector. With the start of the day, the Indian Army announced that an infiltration bid has been foiled and 2 Pakistani terrorists have been killed. From their possession, a huge cache of arms and ammunition that included 2 AK series rifles, 1 M4 US-made rifle, along with the 8 grenades and other cache of arms and ammunition and eatables that were sent. It's important to mention that this comes as a time when the security forces are preparing for the upcoming assembly polls in Jammu and Kashmir.
On to some news now, and former Samajwadi Party Secretary Virender Pal faces rape charges. Now, the charges were leveled against him. Specific charge being that he abused his position to allegedly sexually assault his assistant. Here's the story.
After Nawab Singh Yadav, another SP Neta is in the hot water. A case has been filed against former SP State Secretary Virendra Bahadur Pal for allegedly raping a female lawyer who worked as his assistant. The victim has alleged blackmail, threats and rape by Virendra Pal. The SP Neta allegedly blackmailed the victim using videos and photos and forced her into a sexual relationship over the past year. In her complaint, she also mentioned that Pal had threatened her repeatedly. Virender Bahadur Pal is on the run after the FIR was registered. Pal is not just an SP leader but practicing lawyer too. He has held the position of president of the Mau Bar Association twice. Pal's association with top SP leaders like Akhilesh Yadav, Shivpal Yadav has been widely circulated on social media. The police has assured that all necessary steps will be taken to arrest him and investigate the case thoroughly.
As the nation celebrated Ganesh Chaturthi, there was an attempt by some miscreants to create communal tension in Gujarat's Surat. These Pandal pelters tried to target a Ganesh Pandal in Surat, and they received the belt treatment from the police, which cracked down late night and made sure that all 26 involved were arrested. Take a look.
A case of stone pelting was reported in Surat, Gujarat. Watch as people were seen throwing stones. Police jumped into action and arrested 26 of the accused. The arrests followed a search operation conducted by the authorities.
को एक गणेश पंडाल के ऊपर जो है कुछ बच्चों ने जो है पत्थर मारा, उसके बाद तुरंत जो बंदोबस्त में पुलिस थी इन बच्चों को जो है वहाँ से ले लिया जो है। उसके बाद जो लोगों का टोला इकट्ठा हुआ जो है रजुआत करने के लिए, वो पुलिस के साथ उनका बातचीत चली रही थी। जो मीन दरमियान जो पत्थर मारा हुआ सामने के साइड से, और उसके बाद जो है मुस्लिम की तरफ से पत्थर मारा चालू हुआ, फिर बाद में दोनों तरफ से पत्थर मारा में जो थोड़ा सा पुलिस को भी इंजरी हुई है जो है।
A large police presence was deployed in the area to manage the escalating clash. Officers resorted to lathi charge and tear gas to disperse the mob and restore order. To help de-escalate the situation, Sanghvi and local BJP legislator Kanti Balar visited the area to address the community. Probe is currently underway in the case.
Protests have broken out outside the Raj Bhavan in Imphal over drone bombings in the state. This while the Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh, in his memorandum to the centre, has asked for NRC implementation and border fencing completion to guard the state against illegal immigrants.
Back-to-back bombings in Manipur. The state remains on a knife edge. Clamor for peace echoed outside the Raj Bhavan. Hear the voices of the Manipur people who live in constant fear after back-to-back attacks.
गवर्नर से हम सबको पीस चाहिए। गवर्नर सर को हम सबको एक तरह से देना था। गवर्नर की सेंट्रल पोस्ट में कुकिंग हिस्सा ले रही है, हम इसमें कुकिंग मनी पे कुछ नहीं है। बस हमें पीस चाहिए, जो भी सच्चा है वो बाहर आइए, सच्चा को बाहर लाइए। हम लोग मणिपुरी लोग हैं, बस मृतक लोग के बारे में बोले, सभी के लिए बोले। सभी स्टूडेंट आप पढ़ नहीं पढ़ रहे हैं और यहाँ पे ड्रोन बॉम्बिंग हो रही है। अब सेंट्रल पोस्ट भी उन लोगों के साथ हम सब पर ड्रोन बोला शुरू कर रही है, ड्रोन से अटैक कर रही है। ये हम सबको मंजूर नहीं है और सेंट्रल पोस्ट को भी या सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट उनकी भी हम सबको देखना चाहिए। जो भी सही है वो बाहर लाइए।
From NRC completion of border fencing to deportation of illegal immigrants, Chief Minister Biren Singh in the MOU submitted to the centre has made the demands clear.
Students have today hit the road, asking the governor to act on the points that has been raised in the memorandum. The students have taken seize of the road outside of the Raj Bhavan. The governor has not yet given time to the students. The students have been asking the center in order to act. Now you can see water bottles being thrown towards the Raj Bhavan. These are visuals from the streets of Imphal. Water bottles have been thrown at the Raj Bhavan. These are visuals. You can see the visuals.
With the NSG and state personnel working in tandem to probe the drone attacks, the external threat angle remains in top focus.
Kolkata continues to witness the biggest ever rebellion on its streets. It's the biggest movement in decades. Today, the Supreme Court heard the cover-up into the Archie Kar rape and murder. The top court too has underlined lapses in the investigation into the rape and murder of Abhaya. Mamata Banerjee, meanwhile, continues to cry foul. She claims she's done the right thing all along, and anger continues to mount on the streets. Here's the story as it stands in Kolkata this evening.
It has been exactly a month to the horrific rape and murder of Abhaya. As the protest seeking justice for Abhaya continues across the globe, the Apex Court has demanded answers. Supreme Court has highlighted the criminal lapses in the probe. It has also posed major questions surrounding the post-mortem of the victim. The Supreme Court has now sought a fresh status report from the Central Bureau of Investigation. The glaring lapses in the probe are concerning. And despite that, Mamata Banerjee, the West Bengal Chief Minister, continues to cry foul. She says that this is a conspiracy against her. The centre has hit back, demanding the Bengal Chief Minister's resignation. BJP spokesperson Gaurav Bhatia has also demanded answers and Mamata's polygraph test. Amid all of this, Bengal remains on the boil. And the streets continue to witness an uprising like never before.